Hey YouTube, Zach Guy here. As you can see, today I'm going to talk about a case pocket knife. Now, I went on a little road trip with a buddy of mine a few weeks ago and picked this up. It is a Copperlock, but as you can see on the little tags here, this particular knife originally went for $92. I ended up getting it for a little over $61. Here it is, it's Copperlock, and go around, see the rest of the label there, then the back, sides, and now we went to this particular knife shop. It was Shepherd Hills, just in Missouri, not far from Springfield, and I went there to buy this knife. Didn't know it was on sale. I just kind of lucked out on that. I looked all over that place looking for this knife, couldn't find it. Asked the sales lady behind the counter if they still had it, and she went right to it and brought it to me, and I'm like, okay, how did I miss that? But anyway, enough about that. In the box we have the paperwork for it. Has use and care instructions in English, and then this is in English, and then French, Spanish. I'm not sure, but I think that might be Japanese or Korean. I'm not sure. But just show you paperwork. And like I said, all it is just proper care and use of the knife. Now it comes in this tissue paper. And there's two things that are unique about this as far as it being a Copperlock. And if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know that one of my favorite case knives is the Copperhead and the Copperlock. I just like the handle design. This has burnt indigo blue scales on it, kind of like that arrowhead shield. But what's really unique and caught my eye is that it's a Wharncliff blade. Although I do like the blue scales, the blade is what caught my eye, and I was going, okay, I need to add that to the collection. And you can see hopefully the glare, you can see the tang stamp there. And nothing on the back. And as you can tell, it's a mirror polish on the blade and the bolsters. So you do pick up the fingerprints easy. Now I have seen a couple other reviews on this, and one of the guys had commented that when you're cutting, see if you can put that on the box here, when you're cutting, that kind of gets into the way because it's, you know, you got the point there. Don't quite understand what he was complaining about, because if you're going on the edge of something, you got the whole blade to cut down on. But it comes to a very, very fine point. Just very unique. Like I said, main reason I was attracted to it. Now, to get some of the specifications out of the way real quick on it. As I said, it's a Lock-in Wharncliff with a mid lock on it. Has burnt indigo bone corncob jig scales on it. Closed, it's 4¼ inches long. The blade is 3 inches long. Opened, it's 7¼ inches long, and it weighs in at 2.8 ounces. Doesn't feel that heavy. It's very well balanced to me. Now you can look here, and this is, some people talk about it, the blade is a little off-centered, and I guess that's important to some folks. To me it's not, but to some people it is. That the blade is kind of off a little bit, but really it's the only thing that I can find even remotely wrong with it. It has nickel silver bolsters, brass liners on it, and a stainless steel back spring. The blade steel is Case's True Sharp surgical stainless steel, and it's got a mirror polished. Feels very well balanced in the hand. I've seen some guys on a few videos that have this. They use this to, because it does have such a precise point on it, they use it to etch wood and whatnot when they're marking it to cut. I just really like the blade. It's, to me, that's just a really cool blade. Not that I'm going to be using it too much. It's going to go into my copperhead collection. I just think it's a really pretty knife and had to get it. Hope you like this little review of my Copperlock Wharncliff blade. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave below, and remember, always be prepared.